A powerful storm, accompanied by heavy rainfall and strong gusts of wind, disrupted the daily lives of its residents. From early morning, thick black clouds blanketed the sky. Light showers soon turned into relentless downpours, lasting throughout the day. Strong winds howled through streets and neighborhoods, creating an atmosphere of tension and unease across the city. Rainfall totals exceeded 80 millimeters in just a few hours. This heavy deluge quickly submerged low-lying areas, turning central streets into rivers. Intersections and underpasses were covered by more than 30 centimeters of water. Cars stalled in the floods, forcing drivers to abandon their vehicles and wade through fast-moving currents. Spilling into residential zones, families stacked sandbags and moved belongings to higher ground in hopes of protecting their property. Along with the rain came wind gusts of 80 to 90 kilometers per hour. Although not classified as a typhoon or tropical storm, the force was still strong enough to uproot trees, tear off rooftops, and damage shop signs. Fallen trees blocked roads, causing major traffic problems. Several power lines were also knocked down, resulting in localized blackouts across parts of the city. In such conditions, residents were urged to stay indoors for safety. In response, the National Meteorological Center of China issued a yellow alert, the second level in the nation's 4-tier warning system. The alert signaled that while the storm was not life-threatening on a large scale, it was severe enough to disrupt society and pose risks. Local authorities immediately mobilized emergency crews. Police officers, firefighters, and medical teams were dispatched to flooded neighborhoods. Hazardous roads were closed, and citizens were advised to avoid unnecessary travel. Faced problems as water seeped onto the tracks. At Xi'an International Airport, dozens of flights were delayed or canceled because of poor visibility and slippery runways, leaving thousands of passengers stranded. Schools across the city were closed for the day. Government offices and businesses shortened working hours, sending employees home early to avoid worsening conditions. Shopping malls and commercial centers shut down, leaving the usually crowded city eerily quiet, except for emergency crews working tirelessly in the streets. Although no fatalities were reported, numerous injuries occurred from traffic accidents, slips, and falling trees. Rescue teams used inflatable boats to evacuate people trapped in flooded areas, while also clearing roads of debris to restore access as quickly as possible. In the mountainous outskirts surrounding Xi'an, risks of landslides and mudflows increased due to saturated soil. Authorities issued warnings, broadcasting alerts, and evacuating families living near unstable slopes. By evening, the rain began to ease and winds weakened. Still, meteorologists forecasted additional showers into the next day, keeping the risk of flooding high, especially in areas with poor drainage systems or heavily soaked soil. The prolonged heavy rain weakened already unstable slopes, making them more prone to landslides, which led to large-scale land collapses and blocked transportation routes. Particularly affected areas included Luding County, Libo County, and parts of Yan and Ganzi prefectures. In some regions, the total rainfall in 1 week exceeded 200 millimeters, pushing the already unstable slopes beyond their safety limits. These areas had previously been marked as high risk by Sichuan's provincial geological monitoring systems. Of July 27th, one of the major events occurred in Luding County, where several days of continuous rain led to a powerful landslide. Around 7:30 a.m., a waterlogged slope collapsed near National Highway G318, a key transportation route linking Sichuan to Tibet. Approximately 15,000 cubic meters of rock, mud, and vegetation buried about 70 meters of the highway, disrupting traffic and cutting off communication with nearby communities. After receiving early warnings, local authorities issued evacuation orders before the landslide occurred. Rescue teams from transportation, geology, and fire departments quickly arrived at the scene and set up a command post on higher ground. Drones, radar systems, and excavators were deployed to assess the situation and clear the debris. Within 24 hours, a temporary bypass was established, and work began to stabilize the slope with protective mesh and rock anchors. On the afternoon of July 28th, another major landslide occurred in Libo County, within the Liangshan Yi Autonomous Prefecture. After 5 consecutive days of rainfall, a steep hillside in Ruis Township collapsed. Approximately 300 meters of earth and rocks slid down to farmland below, causing damage to crops. While no homes were directly affected, evacuation orders were immediately issued to protect residents.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay informed about the latest developments. Ooh!